Now, in today's video, we'll be taking a look at the Wacom One Creative Pen Display. This is a 13-inch tablet that also has a pen that's going to allow you to draw, be more creative on virtually any device. Phone, Windows, Android, and guess what? On a Mac too. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now, as you see the device here, it's a really simple device. Literally, all you need is to plug this into your laptop or tablet or the device that you're connecting to and install the software, and you're set to go. Now, one thing I will highlight or just warn you guys is that I found that installing this on a Windows machine is super easy. Drivers go in and you're able to get it going rather quickly. If you are considering this for use on a Mac, and I'm using this right now on a MacBook Pro 2022, and I'm also using it on a Mac Studio, there are some more steps involved. There's specific drivers and a process that you have to go through. So make sure you basically visit the website and you follow the steps that they indicate. I didn't follow them, so it took me a little bit to get it going. But once I got it going, it's working consistently. So once again, make sure you follow the steps for the Mac, especially the newer ones, to make sure you get the drivers functional. Now, connecting the 113 to your Mac is, and any Mac product, is a little tricky. So make sure you check their website so you can learn about all the different drivers that you have to have installed in order for this to work. But once you have it connected, you have a lot of options and a lot of flexibility. So there's a couple things that you can see right here. You can actually configure your display settings, and you're going to see this come up in a couple seconds. And again, here you're going to be able to work with the brightness, the contrast, the color temperature, all these things that you'll be able to set up. You then also have your pen settings, so you can determine how your pen is going to work with pen sensitivity and the pen buttons. You do pen calibration, and this is going to help you calibrate, again, the pressure and all those great things that are associated with your tablet. Now, one of the things that I will just focus on is the actual usage, because there's a lot of stuff that you'll be able to play with the software once you pick one of these up. And in my case, I use this specific solution, the 113, for a lot of my 3D printing improvements, and also for drawing, for any kind of designs that we're making. Let me go ahead and shift down for a second. Now, what you're seeing here is Bambu Labs application for 3D printing, right? So I'm going to take the pen out for a second. And here I have the pen, and the pen becomes, notice how I have a pointer here. It basically becomes like your mouse. I could actually, if I don't use this, and I'm moving the mouse, and I'm moving the mouse on this side by my hand, you can see the same pointer. But here, what I have is the ability to control this with my actually stylus here. Now, the cool thing about this when using this pen is that as I go on this area here, I do a lot of coloring of 3D prints. And you could obviously use this for drawing. But for example, if I go here and I select this object, and I want to say, I want to be able to colorize it, right? So here I have a little paint bucket. If I choose this, I have some colors that I can work with. Now, the challenge that I've always had with this is being able to be very precise with my coloring. Watch what I can do. Now, the way the Bambu 3D printers work is basically you have something that's called the AMS solution. The AMS has colors in it. The colors that I have in 3D printer right now are red, gray, white, and black. And what I could do is I can actually paint and select different areas of this object to be colored based on what I want to select. So, for example, if I choose this white, I can choose this, and then now all of a sudden that specific area that I just selected is white. Notice how it selected it, right? If I go back to it, I can then say, you know what, I'd like to be a little bit more precise. And you notice as I'm putting my pointer over things, how it becomes really precise. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to choose the outside of the numbers. And I want to have the inside area. I'm going to switch this to white. And you can see how that it gets white. And I can continue to edit this image throughout and, just have the type of experience that I'd want here. I'm going to go ahead and move this graphic over, or the part over. I'm going to go ahead and go back into colorizing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and color, and I'm going to choose that red again. And what I can now do is I can go over here and change that. Oops, and I did a little bit too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and make this white again. I'm going to go back to the red, and I'm going to select this, select this, select this. You can see how fast you can go. It's kind of harder when you're trying to record something and do that at the same time. And then I could change this one right here. I could also, if I wanted to get fancy, I can change the color of this thing inside. And let's see if I can reach it. Looks like it's selected. Yeah, it's already changed color. So that's now gray. And what I could do is also I can maybe take this part and make it gray. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. I can then come over here and turn that gray too. Take that wall, turn that to gray. Oops, I went a little bit too far. So I'm going to do edit. I'm going to do undo. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move things around. So I have the inner side is white, and I have this now gray, and that gray. So that's all that's what we're talking about. With the tablet, the cool thing that you can do is just, really dress up the images. And I'll tell you, or the elements that you've created, this is so much easier when you have a pen than it is using a mouse, because I can get really, really precise when it comes to everything that I select. Now, if you're using this for drawing, you can do this for Photoshop. You can use it for any I would say, software product that requires a mouse or a pen would be better suited. I like just painting all my objects that I'm going to be using for 3D printing using this product. So guys, that wraps up our review. See you in the next video.